I usually do a whole bunch of takes, by the way.
I'm good.
Like I'll just talk and just redo it.
Yes, I'm the same.
Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm Brayer Thorne. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm here with Rising Collector.
What's going on? How y'all doing today?
So we're here to talk about acoustic panels, acoustic foam. You all seen this stuff right here, and this is what you see in a lot of people's backgrounds in their studios, and they have it like all over their walls. And I've used it too, but we're getting rid of it.
Get that out of here.
Later. We're talking about something better today. We're making acoustic panels, and you can buy acoustic panels. They sort of blend in. You don't really see them, or they pop out and they look nice, but they're very, very expensive. But we're going to do a DIY today on how to make those with just some towels and some fabric and some wood.
There we go.
So let's get into it. So what we're gonna do here, we're making these about 3 feet by 2 feet. So we've got some pine right here. I got some 8-foot pieces of pine, cut them, measured them, cut them down. So these are 1 by 2 by 8 foot.
Nice.
Now to cut these, I mean, it's really easy to cut these. You can use any kind of saw you want. I actually prefer I have like a Japanese pull saw. You can use a regular saw, miter box. And I also used my table saw. If you got that, it's a lot faster.
Yeah, table saws are always nice to have, man.
Yeah, but you can see here, just cut them down. If you get any rough edges, you can file them down, and it's pretty quick. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Once we've got these, let's talk about how we're gonna make a frame.
Awesome. Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah, so this is my 90-degree clamp. It's an Irwin clamp, and there's different ways you can do this to get these to 90 degrees, but this has been useful for me for a lot of projects, and
yeah, I could tell.
Yeah,
Seeing
right?
it a little bit. Hey, you use the tool. That's all that matters. Yep. That's awesome.
Another thing that's going to be a kind of an essential tool is going to be a staple gun. I mean, any kind of staple gun will help, but you know, you can find these anywhere. I used pine for this, and I'm actually going to make a recommendation now that you not use pine. Maybe try poplar, a lighter, less dense wood, because it is having a little trouble getting these staples in there.
A little softer, yeah.
Yeah, so a softer wood would be better, and also lighter. But these are going to be light anyway.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And another thing is that you'll need towels. And you could go to Goodwill, Salvation Army, any thrift store.
Yep.
Try to find some towels there. I didn't have any luck except for a couple here, so I bought some. But
it's all good. If you find it at the dollar store or anywhere else like that, that could be, I mean, hey, it's only a couple bucks there.
Yeah. I got a bunch of them from Family Dollar for like $3 a pop.
There you go.
It can be cheaper if you find them at a thrift store or something like that, secondhand store.
Yep.
So that, and plus, if you want to, you can have this fronted with another towel, or you can get any kind of fabric that you want. I got a special fabric for mine, and you'll see that later. But now, why is Rising Collector here? Well, we do have something coming up.
Yep.
For his channel.
Yeah, something special, guys. So stay tuned for that.
And of course, you do need to go subscribe to Rising Collector, especially if you're into Pokemon and Pokemon cards. He has a lot of fun on his channel, open up packs, seeing what he can get, seeing what pops up. So
definitely
go check him out. Links in the description below.
Thank you very much for that, man.
Yeah. You failed me. Get out of here.
Right, those rivets. Dang it. Because that is such a good idea too, man.
We're gonna have to do some sewing.
Awesome idea.
Do some sewing. Look, screw toxic masculinity, all right? We're gonna do some sewing today too, so sewing kit will help.
Right, you gotta sew it up. It's gonna be my first time sewing, so this is gonna be interesting.
Yep. I'm gonna grab a 3-foot and a 2-foot here.
Yep.
All right, and we're gonna be putting the 3-foot on the outside of the 2-foot. Now, these don't need to be beautiful, okay? I've done plenty of woodworking in the past and made things that are lovely, but that's not what this is when it comes to the woodworking itself.
Okay.
Now, it does help to have a little ruler. I like to use a square, of course.
Yeah.
This, if you're gonna work with wood at any point, is one of the best tools you can get, and they're not that expensive. So, we're gonna mark our holes here. We're just gonna need 2 holes. So they're supposed to be 1 inch across, 2 inches tall here, or 1 inch thick, 2 inches tall, or across. But of course, the actual measurement is a little different from that. We're just gonna go right about here. Just find a good spot to sort of stay away from the edge and away from each other.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's gonna go right through the center of this right here. And we're gonna drill some pilot holes.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright.
So then we're gonna go ahead and drill with a, this bit here allows you to make the screws go in flush.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Get that.
Yeah, so it like recesses them in.
Yeah.
Correct. Nice. I recorded yesterday and my dog was going off on the cats.
Oh,
so,
man.
And it was right when I'm recording, so I'm like, cut.
Okay, so there you go. There you have it. There's your frame right there.
Nice.
And it's ready to go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our front-facing fabric that basically can turn this into something like even an art piece, or some kind of geeky memorabilia if you want. You can get anything like I've got a Star Wars blanket I was considering using. Whatever you want, Pokemon stuff maybe.
Yep.
So in this case, went to a local fabric store, got this. There you go. Far away, it just looks like, it's kind of black and with a little gray pattern. You get up close, Star Wars. So there you have it. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna stretch this. Of course, I've already measured and cut this to be larger than what we're working on here. So you're gonna stretch this over. I recommend washing the fabric to get any severe creases out of it, but we're gonna stretch it too. That'll get any minor stuff out of it. So just kind of try to even it out. Did I do this wrong? No, that's about right. There we go.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Essentially, as long as it goes over it, even a little bit, you're good to go. I got this pretty close, didn't I?
For the corners there?
Yeah, hang on. I have a bigger piece that I left in the garage.
Gotcha. 1 second.
Why don't you tell them about your YouTube channel? I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'm Rising Collector. So currently I, of course, as you could see in the name there, I collect, Pokemon cards. And I go through, I end up going, Target, Walmart's, different areas like that. I'll end up trying to see what's out there right now. Old school cards, that's what got me into it whenever I was a wee little kid there. Yeah, I ended up going through my old binders. I have some really awesome cards, and I just like to share, to the world what I collect, new stuff that I'm getting, news on new cards that are coming out. So definitely check out that channel. And yeah, Braithorn is pretty cool. We've worked together here, and we've kind of started up this collab here just to, using his background in tech stuff and try to redo my setup, which is kind of like the start of all this. And it's gonna be pretty cool to have different collabs like that, to come. So
I know what you're talking about. We're not cool.
Right, exactly. I don't even know you that well.
Okay, this piece should be bigger.
Yeah.
Which way was the right way? This way is the right way.
Awesome.
There you go. So yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah.
So you want to have that
that's
overlap
perfect.
there. I'll just use that other piece for something else.
Yeah, I could definitely tell that's a lot easier too to kind of form around it.
Yeah.
And
Perfect. There we go. Now we can flip this over.
Okay.
Try to keep it kind of like how it is now.
Gotcha.
It's windy. There we go. Actually, it's not too windy right now. This is a beautiful day to build stuff.
Yeah, it's a really nice day out here. I remember, I think it was last weekend, we were thinking about it on Sunday or something like that.
And
It
dude.
just rained hard. That would have
Like,
been so bad.
Yeah.
So are you doing something like this where you fold in?
I do the
that?
top and bottom first, and
Okay.
then I fold over the sides.
Gotcha. All right. Gotcha.
And that's when our good friend, the staple gun, comes into play.
The stapler.
So yeah, right now I'm using some 1/4-inch staples because when you're working with stapling into wood, and I don't have a very soft wood here. It's pretty soft. It's not a hardwood or anything, but they won't go far enough to really hold the fabric down, and then they'll be jutting out. So that's what I was experiencing last night when I was testing things. There we go. So let's just get some preliminaries here.
Okay.
Oh, gotta keep it flat. That one just came out. Excuse me.
That guy was just like, I'm lazily gonna jump out of here.
And you well, as you're going, you want to try to like maybe pull the fabric a little bit, make sure it doesn't bunch up anywhere.
It's definitely newer for sure then.
Yeah.
Do you like it though?
I do. It's jammed up a couple times, but I
Okay.
like that I put the pressure where the staple is going to be going.
Gotcha.
There we go. Now we can get the bottom part next.
Okay.
To make sure that that is pulled tight.
Yeah, and then do the sides.
Right. Or we can just make a flag. Show your nerd pride. There you go.
That Star Wars flag would be awesome in the front of the house.
So again, this is where we really start to set the tension for the fabric. So we want to pull it tight. You don't want it to sag too much.
Yeah.
Like I think my initial attempt will. The first one I made.
But that's the first one, you know.
Oh yeah.
You learn from the mistakes off the first one.
Yep. The chef gets the first pancake because it always sucks.
It always sucks, that pancake.
Because I'm using a thin fabric, it's a lot easier to make it look kind of smooth and not bunch up too much. If you're using one of those old towels that you're going to use for the inside, the outside, pick the nicest one you can and maybe iron it out, wash it, all that stuff, because it will be showing. But in this case, you can check out places like Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Fabrics, whatever, and they'll have a lot of these licensed fabrics, so it looks like you're getting some kind of print. But it's really doing a lot of work acoustically. We're gonna tuck that extra in there and then fold it over like that. And it does not really matter how this part looks because that's gonna be covered up by something on the back.
Okay.
So, well, neat. So of course you might deal with a jam here and there depending on the stapler you've got. Just be careful getting it out, especially if you're doing like I'm doing, getting a razor blade to start it, and then like a flathead screwdriver to get it the rest of the way out. Actually, I think that's far enough to use needle nose pliers. There we go.
I swear, even though they're new staple guns, it's like the same issues you would have with an older one.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
absolutely.
It's just staple gun issues.
Okay, well,
I wonder if it doesn't like it. Oh no.
I mean,
That's a
it
good
turns
point.
them invisible. Can you imagine? It'd be amazing. See, they have.
That's why it's holding in that corner so well right now.
At the invisible Staples at the Staples store.
Two projects in one.
Yep.
Fixing the staple gun and making a project with it.
That's it, right there. That's the culprit.
Wow.
I gotta zoom out. No.
Yeet.
Yeet. Okay, so then you just get that back in there. Oh, first we gotta do this.
And this is how you take apart your staple gun and put it back together.
All right, guys, end of the video. That's it. I wish I hadn't talked over that.
That's perfect.
Especially you got crazy neighbors. It's just a joke. We are the crazy neighbors. No, we're not. We're boring. There you go.
Nice. Okay.
All right, pick 'em back
Onward.
up.
Yeah.
Easy. All right, let's...
Yeah, so if you don't have a friend to help you, could you use the clamp?
Oh yeah, you can totally use clamps for this.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
You know what else is a good idea? Using the right side of the damn stapler.
not shooting staples at your foot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's get an extra one in there. There we go. Nice and tight like a tiger. I understand and appreciate your reference.
Try to make sure this is as tight as possible for you.
No, sir. Your work will be considered in your evaluation.
Oh no. All right, see y'all later, guys. I'm getting the axe already. Hope this shadowless Charizard makes up for it.
Hell yeah.
Wow. All right, nice.
Okay. There we go. Now, I do want to be clear about something. I didn't come up with this. This is all based on a video, actually completely derivative of a video from DIY Perks, which I'm going to link below, of course. DIY Perks is awesome for anyone that likes to make their own stuff, and he makes some really incredible stuff and just goes through it step by step. So be sure to check them out. Said the guy with like 60 subscribers about a channel that has like hundreds of thousands.
Right, exactly. But at least you're giving him credit. That's all that matters.
Nobody's heard of this guy. Go help him out. It is one of his older videos though, and he recently made some that are like nicer, but they require like a 3D printer and this and that. This does not.
Yeah, they get fancy.
Yeah.
He got fancy with it.
What's it is? Really? There we go.
Hey, at least that one.
It's just giving up on me, isn't it? Yep.
So, number 2 on fixing the staple gun here.
Yep.
I'm gonna be a pro at the end of this.
It's like a stream. Can we get a counter?
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, ain't going nowhere.
There you have it. Ugly. Love it. There's our panel. There you have it.
Yeah.
So
Looks good.
you could always just get a lint roller, kind of clean this thing off. But the reason you want to wash this fabric before you put it on anything to get any creases out of it, wash it and dry it. Of course, some fabrics will come with specific instructions on how to do that, so follow those. But yeah, so now we can talk about the actual material that will stop these little sound waves that make your audio sound terrible.
Absorb the sound there, nice. It's crazy, it's just with towels. You got that around your house.
Yeah. So to get these, you can just get any old towels that you've got. Check your local secondhand store, Goodwill, whatever. But that didn't work out for me because they had like one towel at the Goodwill here, which cost more than brand new ones for some reason. So you could always also just ask your friends like, hey, if you got any old towels that you'd like to donate to a good cause, and get them that way. We're gonna be using about 6 towels, and these are the right width, 2 feet wide, but they're a little bit long, which is good because that's how we're gonna attach them on the top and the bottom.
Perfect.
The issue we have though is that they can sag. I tried to use a rivet gun to rivet these together, 6 towels, but we're actually just gonna have to sew them together. So we can lay them down and then do that.
Cool. Lay them all out. So much information in this video here. It's awesome.
I apologize for that.
Right? No, it's a great thing. I mean, people, like, you're gonna learn a lot from one of these videos here.
Yeah.
How to unjam a staple gun. So, just laying them out there.
Yeah, in that DIY Perks video, he actually goes over how stacked up towels like this are some of the best acoustic insulation you can have. He tested it against, you know, acoustic foam, against pillows, which is something that people have talked about before, and he actually uses science. So, of course,
Nice.
I got really into that, and I was wanted to make my own because he used science. So,
I loved Bill Nye back in the day.
oh yeah, he was a masked dancer. I had no idea.
Wow.
I also didn't
That is
know
crazy.
what the masked dancer was until I found out it was Bill Nye, and I was like, oh, that's a show too.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so Ari came up with a great solution that's going to save us some time and probably punctures to our thumbs. We're going to be using these safety pins down both sides and a couple on the top to sort of keep everything together. So let's do that.
Yay.
Basically, lay them all out flat, do the corners first to sort of give you an anchor point, and then just pull it tight, because we're actually gonna be cutting off some of the end there, and then we'll just re-anchor that.
Okay.
But that's
Gotcha.
just gonna help us get everything.
It'll hold
cohesive
it
here.
together regardless, yeah.
And then these are a lot easier to do if you go one at a time. Just try to keep the ends of the fabric even with each other. And the tighter you do this, the less sag you're gonna get, and it's gonna look a whole lot better. I'm assuming. I haven't made them before, so
Right.
this is
Something new.
something new. Yes. So have you decided what you're gonna go with on yours, on your front-facing piece there?
We're gonna be sharing that office pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to, of course, get what my wife loves, and you know, also I love by having some DBZ over here. And I told her, I was just like, look, go online, get some fabrics, you know, that you would like, and we'll go through the choices, of course, of the Pokemon fabrics and everything that we're looking for there. And so, quick question for this: are we gonna try to keep this as even as possible this way?
Yeah.
Or?
Both ways. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And are we gonna do, like, I guess every certain little bit? We're gonna do one of these?
I'm just doing every
or-
like 6 inches or so. So now that we have these, safety pins all through here to keep everything together, we got some longer staples here, and we're gonna try stapling in the top. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna end up, attaching it in some different way. But let's try this first. See if this can get through all of these. And it does.
Nice.
Look at that.
Eureka.
Beautiful.
There you go. Keep that down.
You know, when we were talking about that other stuff, like
Awesome.
about taking risks and stuff,
Yeah.
I was wondering something.
What's up?
Why don't people say YOLO anymore? Where did those people go?
I don't know.
I guess they
it
all
was a
died.
fad.
They probably all died
It was a fad.
because they were like YOLO and then they did something good.
They actually,
Okay.
yeah, they did something crazy.
So jams will happen.
Yes, it will.
We're asking a lot of this staple gun, to be fair.
And it was, so that's third jam.
Yeah.
Third jam. That makes
You
sense.
look up a song on Google and you don't know the
You
words
just,
of the
yeah,
lyrics
you
and
just gotta
start-
hum it. Yeah, exactly. That is a pretty cool option now for that too. That is awesome that you're able to do that.
Oh, I didn't like that. All right.
I'm over there yelling at Alexa, Alexa, play this song.
I hope someone who heard that or is playing it on their speakers has Alexa.
And it just turned, it just starts playing the last song that they listened to.
Alexa, recite my browser history.
Right?
No, God!
that should hold.
Nice.
There's about 30 staples in there, so there you go. Buy extra when you're
That's
getting
gonna
your
hold.
supplies.
Yes, that makes
So
sense.
now what we'll do, we can actually hold it up for this,
Okay.
if you don't mind. We'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
tuck
got
this in here, and we're gonna get this side.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so we know exactly how much it wants to have.
And then we could just cut,
Yeah, we'll
the
just cut
excess.
across.
That makes sense. Looks good. Yeah, my brother would love stuff like this, like
Yeah?
this custom stuff. So it's gonna be a cool video. I'll tell him to check out.
Well,
He's a radio DJ, you know. We
Yeah,
have to start
yeah.
custom making these, dude.
hell yeah, I'm all for it.
Right.
I mean, my main thing is I want people to be able to have higher quality audio
Yep.
for their stuff without having to spend. Because I mean, you know what? I'm gonna put up on the screen right now what an acoustic panel costs.
There we go.
Wow, that sucks.
Sweet.
So
Yeah.
there it is. We're just gonna cut off that excess right there,
Look at that.
and then we're gonna get one of these larger towels that I have right there and cover up the back and cut off the edges, and we're mostly done.
That's the backing. Okay.
Other than the hanging hardware, right? Which we're gonna go over that at the end
Okay.
there. Get yourself some good shears, good scissors. Otherwise, it's gonna be way too much work.
Yeah, and let's hold this up.
There you have it. That's gonna tuck right in there, and all this mess back here is gonna get covered up. So here, we're just attaching the back piece here, just to sort of hold everything in and sort of make it more cohesive and hide all the terrible staple work that I did on the main fabric with some other bad staple work. So let's get that going right here. This does not have to be pretty as pretty as the fabric was on the front, but we do want to keep it tight.
Got you.
Nope. Okay, one sec. Do you like my holster? My screwdriver? It's cool, right? It makes me cool.
Yeah, sure.
It's great. Look, it comes off. Isn't that neat?
Dude, you're so cool.
I know.
I thought I was being...
Give me a lot of comedy gold here that I'm gonna have to edit out for time, and I'm like, no, I don't wanna.
Exactly.
Nobody wants a DIY video to be fun and funny, okay?
Right.
Watch this thing not even work that well.
Right.
I see DIY perks. Ah, come on. I had a moment of glory.
Right.
And it was stolen from me.
Off of that one staple.
I wasn't even gonna need my screwdriver until the end of this, but I'm keeping it on me. Arrow, I'm looking at you guys. What's with the jammy jams?
At least you got a cool holster there, though, for the...
Right, did you guys see my holster? You ready for the summer yet?
Oh, no, man.
Well, good, because it's not here yet.
I know.
We got some time still.
I know. Hopefully everybody saved up their PTO.
Like, look, anyone who has a cable installation done or internet installation, or anyone who has to go and just be nice to people who have to go in your attic in the summer.
And appreciate them.
And
give them a water.
Don't ask them if they want to water, just bring it.
Yeah.
Because if you bring it, they won't say no.
Yeah.
If you offer it, most will say no.
Yep.
Okay. Cable guy pro tips.
Pro tip. We have to start a whole thing on that now.
Right. Okay. Now we're just gonna cut. Okay, so we're done with the panel itself. As you can see here, it's got a nice backing on it. Thank you for the Thank you for the wonderful scissor work there.
No problem, no problem.
Now, as for hanging this thing up, you got a couple options. For normal walls and setups, if you just have a vertical wall, you can just use something like these picture hanging setups for canvases, or some wire for like a larger picture. These picture hanging kits are really what you need. So that's what we'll do for yours.
Yeah, exactly, because I have vertical walls, they're not at an angle.
Right, so for my situation, right behind my my monitors, the wall that I'm facing has a 45-degree ceiling. And for that, I'm gonna be using these little pieces of hardware right here. It's gonna put them just about like that. So they're well secured to the piece itself, and then I screw that part into the wall, and this is what that looks like. There you go. We got these at Lowe's, FYI.
Try to catch. Ooh.
Oh, it's cracking the wood a little bit because I didn't do a pilot hole.
Yeah.
And I don't have, these aren't the best screws for this because they're not flush at the bottom. But it's okay.
It's gonna hold.
Now, if I wanted to, I could just leave this with one screw right here so it could pivot and I could turn it, but we're gonna go ahead and do it like that.
Okay.
Is that pretty? No, but you're not gonna see it when it's on the wall. So
exactly.
That's okay. Okay, so guess what? We're done. Here it is. And it's very dirty. I'm gonna lint all this.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's just gonna be up on my wall like that. I'm gonna have a couple of these.
That looks super cool, man.
And soon enough, our friend Rising Collector over here is gonna have a few as well.
Yes, and I'm excited because this looks amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is awesome.
Yeah, it even got almost the perfect horizontal pattern there. Yeah.
Yes, we did a really good job on this.
Yes.
And it's, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, just air bump,
exactly.
bam.
Yep.
So be sure to check out Rising Collector's YouTube channel, of course, link below, for all the Pokemon polls.
Thank you very much for that. Yes, exactly. So new content every week that I try to get out. So
yeah, and of course, check me out every Sunday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central on Twitch. And we'll be back with another highlight video next Monday, and perhaps more stuff like this the Monday after that. All right, till then, Take care. Neat.
Awesome, man.
Oh, that was scary.
1% or what?
1%.
Oh man.
Man.
Yeah, we had to get that. That's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to short, quick, smooth. Let's go.
Yeah, one take, baby. That's what we
Yes,
do, like
yes.
Ray Charles.